Hi guys, Coach Paul Ravella here. I just want to review the weekend from Ben Weider Naturals. We had some really cool results. This is going to be just the NPC portion. I'm also going to do a separate video on the IFBB Pro portion. We're going to talk about what's happening in this video. There's a lot going on. It's an NPC show. It's an IFBB show. It's drug tested. Let's go. All right guys, welcome to the video today. We are going to break down the NPC and IFBB Ben Weider Natural competition. It's in Washington, D.C., and it's just a great competition for a bunch of reasons. But on the far left there is my client, Bridget Lago, who was actually first call-outs at Junior Nationals this year. She's placed first at multiple NPC shows. So, you know, at this point, we wanted to see if we could get a pro card. There are 2 pro cards available at this show. The overall winner for Masters, as well as the overall winner for the Open Division, both get a pro card. So Bridget here, and now it looks like she's splitting middle. But actually the girl in the teal suit on the far left is actually in Class A. So there's only 1 competitor in Class A, 3 competitors in Class B. So actually what I was hoping would happen would Bridget would get moved to the middle of the 3 competitors to the right, because that would indicate to me that she was going to be winning the class. I thought she had better shoulders and a little bit more depth to her body parts, but the other competitor looks very good. So the other tough part about this show for me is I wasn't able to be there. Hurricane Ian got all my flights canceled, so I was stuck in Tampa watching the live stream, but luckily I was able to record it, and it's kind of a nice feature to be able to watch this back and do the voiceover for you guys. So that was after prejudging. I thought, you know what, we're probably winning. My only other NPC competitor was Brittany Shulman, who has won a couple shows this year, and I just wanted to show you Brittany's transformation in prep. This was an Instagram post, so if you guys are interested in coaching or just have questions for me, go to my Instagram direct message at Paul Ravella and send me a direct message. You know, I love talking about this sport. So this was Brittany's class, which is Class D for the Open Division, and she's actually in a class of 9. So what do you want? You want to be moved to the middle. Well, what do? They move her right to the dead center. Now, as a coach, when I'm watching this, and again, I'm watching on the live stream, but if I was in person, it'd be the same thing. The live stream is actually very good. I had one of my coaches, Steven, was there as he was competing, and I had other clients there as well. So I was getting like some text messages and feedback. But, you know, from the front, I thought, okay, her shoulders have great shape. Her core looks great. Her makeup came out fantastic. I loved her hair. You know, that's something that I pay very much attention to. Who's doing your hair? Who's doing your makeup? Who's doing your tan? These things matter at this level. From the back, what I'm looking for is, okay, who's got the best depth, the best conditioning in the glute area. I thought she had potentially the best everything in the class. But again, I'm watching what the judges are watching, and they do begin to move a girl named Madeline in, who's in the blue suit on the right. So they move her in. So if you consider Brittany in the 1 position, 2-3 would be outside of her, 4-5 would be outside of her. Now, the one thing you're looking for when you got someone in the middle is, hey, we just want to keep them there. So from the back, I did not think it was close in the glute department. I thought she had the best depth to her glutes. I also thought she had the best X frame. And I thought she had the best beauty. I mean, just she's glowing this day. There are some days you just look at competitors and you know they are looking fantastic. Now, here comes Madeline again. Now moving in from she was in the 7-8, then she was in the 4-5. Now she's in the 2-3 position, right? So now they're doing one final comparison to the back, and there wasn't a lot of room on this stage, and the head judges are very close. So they are, the angle's a lot different than what we're seeing. They're looking up at the competitors. So when I saw the pictures, when I saw the videos, I knew she was going to be in contention to win the show today, but you just never know who's going to show up. So my goal after prejudging was really just to be in this position, both my clients in center. Now, the cool thing about this show is they don't wait. They go right into finals. So they came off stage for prejudging, and then they went right into finals. So Brittany and Bridget came right back out for their awards. So this is Bridget coming out for her Class B award, and she does get awarded first. So as I thought, she was in the middle. That's a great sign when you see your client that was in the middle get the award, because it indicates to me that, okay, later in the day, something similar could happen. Now, Bridget's makeup, hair, tan, everything came out really good. So, you know, this was just going to be a case of who was going to win the overall. Bridget is now in the Open Overall Championship. Now they're doing the awards for Class D. Like I said, I only had 2 clients, so it moves pretty quick. Now, they did already give out all the awards for divisions like fitness and figure and wellness and physique and all that, right? So again, I'm just jumping around, but it was not that long. It was probably less than an hour or 2 before they went from prejudging to finals, right? So the way they run this show is in the morning, they did the men. The afternoon, they did the NPC women. And in the evening, they did the pros, first men, first women. So the cool thing is, if you do earn your pro card at this show in the morning, they allow you to compete in the pro show in the evening. Okay, so now what we're focusing on is being ready for overalls. We want to put our competitors in positions for overalls. Now, Brittany won her 35 class, and she won the 35 overall. So now what they do at this show, it's a little bit unique. Now they have the overall for the over 35 winner, the over 40 winner, and the over 50 winner. The winner of this gets a pro card, okay? So this is an overall comparison for an IFBB Pro Card. So Brittany, oddly enough, early this year, she did a show where she won the 35 and over overall, and she also won the open overall. I think it was the Capital City Classic. It was a Gary Udit show. So we've been in this position before where she's doing, but I'll be honest, 35-year-old competitors, you know, in my mind, that's not really a Masters competitor. There's probably, gosh, there's multiple girls on the Olympia stage over 40 at this point, and many of them over 35. So to me, a 35-year-old competitor is open. So, you know, the term Masters usually defines, you know, the older competitors. Now, she is 35, so she did get the win over the other ladies and got the IFBB Pro Card. So that was our goal. She just missed her Pro Card at North Americans. We kept prep going for another month, and this was it. She won her Pro Card. The cool part about this moment is that the show is not over, right? And I thought, man, she's got a real shot here. Based on what I saw from all the other classes, I thought she would have a real shot at the Open Pro Card. Now, I think they had put the Pro Card against her feet, so she was having struggles with that. But now we're going to move into the overall title. So these are all the class winners from the morning. Now, remember, the girl all the way on the right was the only one in her class. The young lady next to her, that is Bridget. She won Class B. There's your C, D, E, and F. So what they're doing here is basically deciding who is the best in the show. This is the last part of the show for the day. And if you guys follow me, you'd probably know this, but last year my competitor Lana won the overall, and I also had another competitor in the show that won Class B. So a little bit of history repeating itself here. But you know, last year Annalie won Class B. This year Bridget's winning Class B. Last year Lana, who was actually Class E at the show last year, she was in the height class, one up from Brittany. So yeah, all I'm looking for is what's going on the stage. Again, looking at it up close, I thought, wow, she's got the best glutes, you know, and that's a big thing in bikini. Obviously, that's the back pose, but I also thought she had the best shape. I also thought, you know, all these girls are looking really beautiful, but you know, her makeup and hair and everything just stood out to me. You know, her tan, everything was good. And this is not our first show of the season. We've done quite a few shows this year, so all these things have been polished. And, you know, from posing to hair to makeup to tan, it looks very simple on stage, but it's because all the work has been put in well before that. So they did move another girl into the center, the girl in Class F. Now they're doing a walk. The thing that stood out to me here was, if you look at Brittany's back, she's got much more V-taper. She's got more cap to her shoulders and more depth to her glutes. So to me, although they're splitting middle, I didn't, you know, as a coach, you get butterflies, you get nervous. Sometimes you just think like, oh man, this isn't going to go our way. You just get a feeling. I never had that feeling with Brittany. And, you know, we were able to get her food nice and high going into this show. I had her at 200 carbs the day before the show, was able to drop her cardio down. And again, this is late in the day. So, you know, it's nice to be able to eat on show day. And it's nice to do a format like this where you go out for prejudging and awards and then you're done. However, the overall winner here gets a pro card. Brittany already has her pro card, but you can also compete in a few hours in the pro show. So after they announce the overall winner here, which you guys probably know the answer, it's already Brittany. I got on a phone call with her shortly after this and kind convinced her to do the Pro Show. Now, I'm going to do another video on the Pro Show, but I'll go ahead and spoil it. She made first call-outs at her pro debut, which was only a few hours from this. So congrats to Brittany Shulman. Just a fantastic competitor, has been with me since November, you know, multiple shows, and it all came together. And now she is an IFBB Pro, and we've already talked about what our next goal is. We're going to take a little time off to grow, get back to some normal life things. But congratulations to you, Brittany, on an amazing day, an amazing accomplishment. Thank you to Gary Udit and the Ben Weider staff, the Ben Weider Show, and Becky Clausen, the head judge. You know, she's someone that I really enjoy the way she judges the sport. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you soon.